Hi students, welcome to the another section of our 7th class electricity lesson. Till now we have discussed how to make our own cell. Yesterday we have discussed in how to draw the simple electric circuit, okay, by using the symbols and what is the necessity of the symbols. Today we are going to open a dry cell and we'll see what are the components or what are the things available inside the battery. When we go to the page number 64 in our textbook, page number 64 in our textbook, the figure number 5 shows that are the parts of cell. Okay, the parts of cell, we have a metal cap which is acting like a positive terminal, and we have a seal, and we have a zinc container which is acting like a negative terminal. Ammonium chloride paste will be there inside that. Next, carbon powder and outer cover and carbon rod. These are the components what we see in the cell. When I see the cell, it is sealed with, when I take the cell, it is sealed with this that respective emblem and company logo. Now what I did, just I have broken that cell and I want to see what are the substances available or what are the components available in that cell. Okay, when I take it out, this was the seal which is been there used, that is outer cover, we can say this is the outer cover what have taken out. After that, I have a metal cap. This is the metal cap. What this metal cap? This is the metal cap where I have used this metal. I have seen this metal cap. Okay, which is connected to the carbon rod. Okay, this is the carbon rod. The broken cell is looking like this. Okay, now this is all ammonium chloride paste as well. While I was breaking this cell, might be it have mixed, and the carbon powder, and there will be ammonium chloride paste will be there inside, and this is the zinc container. In the first activity, that whenever we are making our own cell, this outer cell, outer container, part, outer plate, we have to take and may have to make it as two strips, that what we have discussed in our making of our own cell. Okay, this is the zinc container, and this paste, inside the paste is ammonium chloride paste, and this rod is our carbon rod, actually, which is acting like a positive terminal. This rod is our carbon rod which is acting like the positive terminal, where this carbon rod is connected to a metal cap upon the top of the seal, like this, look like this. Here is the cell which is covered, and this zinc coat or the zinc container is acting like a negative terminal. Already we have learned that every battery or every cell consists of two terminals, a positive terminal and a negative terminal. Hi students, welcome to the next session of our 7th class electricity lesson. Today we are going to discuss about what are the types of circuits. Okay, how many types the devices or appliances or a cell can be connected in a circuit, electric circuit. That is the lesson that what we are going to. That is a topic that what we are going to discuss in this session. According to type of connectivity of the appliances or the devices in a circuit or the cell in a circuit, the circuit can be have in two types. That is a series circuit or the series connection, or a parallel connection or a parallel circuit. There are two types of connectivity. Now we will discuss what are the advantage, how the circuit will be connected, what is the difference between the two types, and how the circuits will, how the devices will be connected in circuit, this series connection and parallel connection, and we will discuss about what are the advantages and disadvantages as well. Okay, now first we will discuss about series connection of cells. If cells are connected in a series, how they are going to be connected, and what are the advantages and disadvantages. If we take two cells, and the positive terminal of one cell is connected to the negative terminal of another cell, one upon another in a series, then that type of connectivity is called series connection. That is, one cell, the positive terminal of one cell is connected to the negative terminal of other cell, is represented as the series connection of the cells. Now, in this connection, what will happen? One negative terminal of one node of a bulb is connected to the negative terminals of these cells, and another node of the bulb is connected to this negative positive another node of the bulb. In this case, if suppose if it is we are using 1.5 volt battery and here also 1.5 volt cell if we are using, in this case the voltage supplied to this bulb will be 1.5 volts plus 1.5 volts, where the voltage supplied to this bulb is 3 volts, where the intensity of the bulb will be more. That is, the light will glow in a brighter manner. For example, if I remove this and connect to this, the intensity of the bulb, the glowing of the intensity of the bulb will become low. If I add one more battery also, suppose if I add one more cell to this circuit, if I add one more cell to the circuit and connected, and now in this case 1.5 volt, 1.5 volt and 1.5 volt, that is total 4.5 volts will be supplied to this bulb and it will glow even more brighter. Okay, this is what is the series connection of the cells. One cell is connected, if one positive terminal of a cell is connected to the negative terminal, it is attached to the negative terminal of another cell. In that the process, if the series is going on, if it is continuous with two or more cells, this type of connection is called as a series connection of the cells. In this series connection of what is the advantage of the series connection of the cells is, when the cells are connected in a series, the sum of the voltages of each cell will be supplied to the device. Will be supplied to any. In this case of a bulb, it is supplied to the bulb. If it attached to a fan, for the total voltage will be supplied to the fan. Okay, that is the advantage. In order to increase the supply of voltage to any device, we have to connect the cells in series. That is, positive terminal should be connected to the negative terminal. Positive terminal of one battery should be connected to the negative terminal. In this format, we have to connect the cells. Usually in torchlight, what we use, the bulbs are torchlights or any toys. That is what we are applying with the remote. Where we are applying with the remote control or our remote. In this all the batteries are connected in, or the cells are connected in series in order to give the maximum amount of, in order to give the sum of the voltage should be supplied to the sum of the voltages of those batteries or those cells. This is one advantage. Disadvantage is that from this, if any one of the cell, from these three cells, if any one of the cell is failed or dead, now the circuit will be open. If from this circuit series connection of the cells, if among these three cells, if any one of the cell is dead, that is, if suppose this cell is dried and it is dead, okay, then the circuit will become open and the bulb will not glow. Not only the case, if there is no proper insertion, if there is no proper contact between, suppose these two are connected properly and there is no contact properly between these two cells, terminal of the two cells, even though the circuit will become open and the bulb does not glow. That is the disadvantage. From among these three cells, or among, if it is 4 cells, 5 cells, among all the cells in a series, if one cell is going to fail, or if the one cell will become a dead dry cell, okay, if it is discharged, if one cell is discharged, remaining all cells, even the remaining all cells are in function, the circuit will become as open and the bulb does not glow. That is what one disadvantage is. Now we'll see what is a parallel connection of cell. What is the parallel connection of the cell? That's what we are going to discuss now. hope you understood what is series connection and what are the advantages and disadvantages. Advantage is that the voltage supplied to the device will be the sum of the voltages of this one. Disadvantage is that if among these all cells, if anyone is failed or if anyone is not functioning properly, or if if it is not working properly, or if the connection is not proper, then we say the total circuit will become open and the bulb will not glow. That is one disadvantage. Now let's see what is a parallel connection is. If a positive among these three cells, if the positive terminal of a node is connected to the one more positive terminal of the cell, if the positive terminal of the node is connected to the one more positive terminal of the cell, and if it is connected to the one node of a bulb, and the negative terminal of a cell is connected to the negative terminal of another cell, and the negative terminal of the cell is connected to the negative terminal of other cell, and if it is connected to another node of the bulb, then the bulb glows. The bulb glows, but it is not as brighter as in this case. If three cells are connected in series, the bulb is glowing brighter. If the three cells are connected in parallel, the intensity of the bulb or the brightness of the bulb will be such that as if it is connected to only one cell. That is, if it is 1.5 volt battery and 1.5 volt cell, the amount of voltage which is supplied to this bulb is only 1.5 volt. Even we are going to use three cells. Okay, that is one drawback that what we can consider. And advantage is that among these three cells, if any one of the battery is not functioning, okay, if this battery of this cell is disconnected from the circuit, even though the bulb continuously glows, and there is no change in the intensity also. Okay, that is the advantage of the parallel connection of the batteries or parallel connection of the cells is among the batteries which are connected in the parallel circuit, if any one of the battery is, or if any one of the cell is not functioning, even though the functionality of the circuit functionality does not disturb and it continues its functionality. Here in the case of bulb, we can use any appliance, the fan which is able to work with the DC connection, that all will work. Disadvantage or the drawback, not disadvantage, the drawback what we can consider is, even though we are supplying 3 volts to 3 batteries, the voltage supplied to this bulb will be only 1.5 voltage. That is what one concern we have to keep in mind. Next, as we discussed about series connectivity of cells, advantages and disadvantages, parallel connection of the cells, one drawback, and the advantage of the cell is, advantage is that if any one of the cell is not functioning also, the circuit will continue its functionality. That is one advantage what we can consider as. Now, in some machineries, this type of connection will be used in order to overcome the interruption of the machinery functionality with the battery. Some devices are connected in parallel way, where in order to overcome the interruption of the functionality, the batteries are connected in a parallel way in some machineries, because if one battery is dead, the remaining batteries will continue the functionality of that machinery. In such type of cases, this parallel connection will be recommended or used. Now let's see the series connection of bulbs. What is a series connection, and how the setup will be, and what is the disadvantage in the series connection, that what we are going to discuss. Now, assume there are 3 bulbs. If a negative terminal of a battery, this also we have a positive node and a negative node, and positive node and a negative node, a negative node and a positive node. If the positive node of one bulb is connected to the negative node, and if the positive node of the node is connected to the negative node of the another bulb, and this positive node is connected to the positive terminal of the cell, and this negative node is connected to the negative terminal of the cell, This type of connection we call as series, one in one line. What does it mean? When we connect this, the electricity will pass through the positive terminal, it will try to travel in the direction of positive terminal, and it will reach to this node, and again it will reach along with this wire, it will reach to this wire filament, again it will come back and it will travel to this filament, again from this wire it is reaching to the negative node. That is, it has its complete path of setup where all the bulbs in the circuit will have the one way of path of electric flow. That is, the electric current will flow in only one direction, one path. Okay, it chooses only one path to glow all these three bulbs. Okay. Now, in this case, if I am using 1.5 volt battery, if I am using this 1.5 volt battery, this 1.5 volt battery is split. This 1.5 volt battery voltage is split among these three cells, and the intensity of the bulb, the glowing intensity of the bulb glow is also very less comparing to one and another. And one more drawback is that among these three bulbs, if any one of the bulb is dead, suppose if this bulb is not functioning, for example, if we remove this bulb from the circuit will become open, and the remaining bulbs also will not glow even though they are in good condition. Suppose if this bulb is good and if this bulb is short, okay, now this circuit will become open circuit, and even though these two bulbs are in good condition, the circuit will be open because of the short of the filament in the bulb, and the circuit will be open, and these two bulbs also will not glow. That is why this is happening, why it is not glowing, because whenever the electricity is trying to travel in this path, after reaching up to this, there is no the bulb filament, as the bulb filament is short, there is no path to travel that electrons, but to travel the electricity, that is electrons, in this path where there is no closed, the circuit is not closed, so the devices which are connected in this circuit will not function. Okay, that is one drawback that what we have to consider in series connection. In order to overcome this drawback of the connectivity of series connection, the another alternate way is a parallel connectivity. What does it mean? It is in parallel connection to the bulb, the parallel connection or the parallel circuit of the bulb, there is an individual path for each and every device. That is, a negative node of the bulb is connected to the negative terminal, the positive node of the bulb is connected to the positive terminal. Here also the negative node is connected to the negative terminal, positive node is connected to the positive terminal. Negative node is connected to the negative terminal, and positive node is connected to the positive terminal. That is, every device has its respective path of electric flow. That is, when we connect to this, the electricity flow through this path, and it will travel in this way, and it continues its journey and reach to the negative terminal, and the bulb starts glowing. Here also the electricity pass, whenever we connect to the bulb, the electricity flow through this path and it is reached to the filament, again it will continue and it will reach to the negative terminal, starts the bulb glowing. And here also the electricity flow through this path and it reaches to this negative terminal and the bulb starts glowing. In this figure we notice that every bulb has its respective path of electric flow which enables the bulb to glow. This is called as a parallel connection. Individual path of electric flow in order to function those device is called as parallel connection. What is the advantage here? Okay. The advantage is that as all the devices consist their individual part, if one bulb is short, or if the filament of the bulb is short, even though the functionality of these two bulbs will be retained same, because they still continues to glow, because the bulb has its own respective electric flow, and this bulb also have its own respective electric flow. Okay, this is the main advantage of the parallel connection, and this 1.5 voltage is shared among all these electric bulbs, and the intensity also less. The intensity will be also less. Generally in households, in our home, whenever the electric supply is coming to 240 voltage of electric supply is connected to our household's meter, from that all appliances are connected: fan, TV, fridge, bulb, and all the electric devices are connected in parallel way. Because if one device is also failed, the functionality of one device is not proper, we can able to operate remaining all devices. That is, if the bulb is shortage, we can operate fan. If the fan is not functioning, we can operate bulb and TV and remaining fridge. If fridge is not functioning, we can able to operate remaining all devices. Suppose if we would have connected our households in a series connection, if the bulb is shortage, the circuit will become open, and we cannot able to operate remaining all devices. This is the advantages and disadvantages and different types of electric circuits, that is series connection and parallel connection. If the batteries are connected in series, what are the advantages and disadvantages we have discussed? What if the batteries are connected in parallel, what is the drawback and what is the advantage that we have discussed? The series connectivity of the bulb, and there is a drawback that what we have discussed, parallel connectivity, and what is the advantage of the parallel connectivity, that also we have discussed. Keep in mind that household electric appliances are connected in parallel way in order to continue the functionality of all the devices which are there in our home. Okay, that is what about